Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Tunguska incident, also known as the Tunguska event, which was a massive explosion that occurred over Siberia in the summer of 1908. The Siberian natives claimed they had seen a second sun in the sky. Local women thought the end of the world was coming. People were shocked by the unbearable wave of sudden heat, and at the moment of the explosion, they were all knocked off their feet. Tens of millions of trees were flattened by the shock wave caused by the blast of unimaginable strength. A giant asteroid? Well, no one has ever found any crater. Then, what happened, do you ask? There is an official scientific version, and there are also many bone-chilling, a bit more out-of-this-world theories. What about a black hole that wanted to swallow us all, for example? So let's delve into this solved yet for many still very much unsolved Siberian mystery. Siberia, a colossal and remote expanse, stretches across the northern part of Asia, encompassing a significant portion of Russia. Its vastness is almost incomprehensible, with endless taiga, tundra, and steppes. The winters here are notoriously harsh, with temperatures often plunging far below freezing, creating a landscape both beautiful and forbidding. Much of Siberia still remains unexplored and completely unknown to us, hiding dark secrets and untouched beauty. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, at approximately 8 a.m., a massive explosion occurred over Siberia with an estimated force 1,000 times greater than the Hiroshima bomb. This explosion flattened an estimated 80 million trees over an area of more than 2 square kilometers, causing only a few human casualties due to the remoteness of the location. There are over 700 witness accounts describing the fiery object in the sky, its explosion and impact. It makes you realize how small and powerless we are in the face of such immense natural forces. Quote, "I suddenly saw that directly to the north over Uncle's Tunguska Road the sky split in two, and fire appeared high and wide over the forest. The split in the sky grew larger, and the entire northern side was covered with fire. At that moment, I became so hot that I couldn't bear it, as if my shirt was on fire. From the northern side, where the fire was, strong heat came. I wanted to tear off my shirt and throw it down, but then the sky closed and a strong thump sounded, and I was thrown a few meters. I lost my senses for a moment, but then my wife ran out and led me to the house. After that, such noise came as if rocks were falling or cannons were firing. The earth shook, and while I was on the ground, I pressed my head down, fearing rocks would smash it. When the sky opened up, a hot wind raced between the houses, like from cannons, which left traces in the ground like pathways and damaged some crops. Later, we saw that many windows were shattered, and in the barn, a part of the iron log had snapped." End of quote. The onset of the Russian Civil War soon overshadowed the mysterious event, but it didn't escape the attention of the Russian mineralogist Leonid Kulik. In 1921, during the war, Kulik led the first expedition to the Tunguska site. But the team's findings were kind of disappointing. There was no trace of any celestial body or impact crater. What they did find was a vast expanse of forest with millions of trees uniformly leveled to the ground. The strange nature of these findings led to the hypothesis that the object had exploded in midair, completely disintegrating before it could make contact with the Earth. The initial theory was that a comet composed of ice and dust might have caused the explosion, as such materials could potentially vaporize without leaving any trace. The Soviet government sponsored several more expeditions led by Kulik. Despite these extensive efforts, no new substantial evidence was uncovered. The Tunguska event remained a puzzle, continuing to intrigue and challenge the scientific community with its unanswered questions. Like I said, one of the most intriguing aspects of the Tunguska event is the absence of an impact crater. The lack of concrete evidence has led to various theories about the cause of the explosion and the subsequent strong earthquake. One of the more speculative theories suggests that the Tunguska explosion was caused by a small black hole passing through Earth. According to this idea, a microscopic black hole collided with our planet, causing the explosion as it exited on the other side. However, this theory is not widely accepted in the scientific community. Another strange theory suggests that a chunk of antimatter from space came into contact with matter on Earth, leading to the Tunguska explosion. When antimatter comes into contact with matter, the two annihilate each other, releasing energy, often in the form of high-energy photons, such as gamma rays. This makes a huge explosion possible. Like the black hole theory, this idea is fascinating, but is not considered plausible by scientists. To be completely honest, I have no idea how the antimatter thing works, or what it even is. Also, the Tunguska explosion might have been caused by the release and subsequent ignition of natural gas from within the Earth's crust. Wolfgang Kundt estimated that the event resulted from the explosion of 10 million tons of natural gas. Whether true or not, it makes you think about what our Earth might be potentially capable of. Alexander Kazantsev proposed a science fiction idea that an alien craft with a malfunctioning nuclear engine exploded over Siberia. Some theories even suggest that the explosion was the result of an alien weapon test. To be honest, this might be a bit too much for me to believe. But what about some secret military tests? I know it was only 1908, but we can never be too sure about what is hidden from us. What advanced technology could have been available to humans at that time, yet kept away from the quote-unquote unimportant, normal people like you and me? And even more far-fetched theory ties the explosion to Nikola Tesla's experimental death ray, a weapon designed to transmit energy wirelessly, which he was reportedly testing around the same time. This theory speculates that Tesla was conducting an experiment with a new type of energy weapon that led to unintended consequences, causing the explosion. However, there is no concrete evidence to suggest that Tesla had the capability to cause such a large-scale event, but you never know. While all these theories add an element of intrigue and eeriness to the Tunguska event, they are not supported by the scientific evidence currently available. The official consensus among scientists is that the explosion was most likely caused by an airburst of a meteor or comet, a natural but super rare cosmic event, which is honestly scary enough in itself. So what do you think happened on June 30th, 1908? Do you find the official version credible? Or do you think that all those expeditions and scientists are hiding something from us?